Your fall is the harsh reminder that every empire built on deceit eventually collapses under its own weight. I wanted to see you fall, not to celebrate your pain, but to finally feel free from the chains you wrapped around me. Watching you stumble was a painful step toward reclaiming the life I thought we shared but never truly did. Your miserable fall isn't my victory. It's the quiet justice of the universe balancing the scales. I wished for your downfall because sometimes the only way to heal is to witness the consequences of betrayal. Your fall was the final echo of every broken promise that haunted my nights and clouded my days. Seeing you crumble showed me how fragile the walls were that I built around my own heart. I wanted to watch you fall so you'd understand the weight of the damage you left behind. Your misery isn't my happiness. It's a necessary we both try to rewrite. Watching you fail miserably taught me that sometimes letting go is the most powerful act of love. Your fall is the shadow that follows every lie you told, a darkness you created for yourself. I wished your downfall would open your eyes to the pain you caused, even if it's too late for apologies. To see you stumble is to finally hear the silent cries of the heart you once broke. Your fall is the bitter truth I needed to face to start healing from the wounds you left behind. I wanted to see you fail, not to gloat, but to find closure in the chaos you created. Watching you fall miserably was my silent way of breaking free from the prison of hope I lived in. Your downfall is the painful reminder that pride and selfishness never lead to lasting happiness. I wished your misery would teach you empathy, even if that empathy comes too late for us. To see you fall is to witness the final chapter of a story written with lies and broken trust. Your fall isn't a victory for me. Universe's way of restoring balance to a broken heart. I wanted to watch you stumble so you'd feel the weight of every tear you caused me to shed. Your miserable fall is the silence where my peace finally begins to speak. Watching you crumble was the last step I needed to take to reclaim my happiness. Your fall is the mirror reflecting the consequences of every choice you made without care. I wished for your downfall not to cause pain, but to find healing in the aftermath. To see you fail miserably is to accept that some people are only lessons, not forever. Your fall is the bitter medicine I needed to heal from the poison you left behind. I wanted to see you stumble so that the truth could finally break through the lies. Watching you fall miserably taught me that sometimes the hardest lessons bring the greatest growth. Your downfall is the quiet justice that whispers to the broken pieces you left behind. I wished your misery would open the door to a new chapter for both of us, even if apart. To see you fall is to realize how far I've come from the pain you once held over me. Your fall is the painful silence after the loudest lies and broken promises. I wanted to watch you fail so I could finally let go of the shadow you cast. You cast on my life. Your miserable fall isn't my triumph. It's the universe's way of writing a new story for me. Watching you crumble was my silent prayer for freedom from the chains of a toxic love. Your fall is the truth that finally broke through the walls you built around your heart. I wished for your downfall so you'd understand the pain you caused, even if it's too late for us. To see you stumble is to finally break free from the illusion of a love that was never real. Your fall is the bitter echo of promises broken and trust forever lost. I wanted to see you fail miserably because sometimes justice is a quiet, unspoken truth. Watching you fall is my way of reclaiming the parts of me I lost to your deceit. Your fall is the shadow that follows every choice you made without considering the cost. I wished your misery would bring the clarity we both desperately needed but never found. To see you fall is to witness the unraveling of the story we both tried to deny. Your fall isn't a celebration. It's a lesson in the consequences of selfishness and pride. I wanted to watch you stumble so the pain of your mistakes could finally catch up with you. Your miserable fall is the silence that finally allows my heart to heal and breathe again. Watching you crumble was the painful closure I needed to begin again without regret. Your fall is the mirror reflecting the truth you tried so hard to hide from both of us. I wished for your downfall not to rejoice in your pain, but to find peace in my own. To see you fail miserably is to accept that some endings are necessary for new beginnings. The bitter medicine that helped me see the poison hidden in our love. Your fall isn't my happiness. It's the universe's way of balancing the pain you caused without apology. I wanted to see you stumble, so your pride could finally learn humility through the hardest lessons. The hardest part isn't watching you fall, it's realizing how much of myself I lost, trying to hold you up. In your fall, I saw the cracks in the armor you wore to hide the truth from both of us. I wished for your miserable fall because it meant I was free from the chains you wrapped around my heart. Your downfall is a painful reminder that the most toxic roots cannot hold a lasting garden of love. To see you fall is to witness the unraveling of lies that once held me captive in your world. I wanted your misery so that the silence you left behind would finally speak louder than words. Your fall wasn't just your defeat. It was my chance to reclaim my story from the wreckage you caused. Watching you fall miserably is a bitter symphony of justice, playing for the wounds you refused to heal. I wished for your downfall so you'd understand what it feels like to be broken by someone you trusted. Your fall taught me that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let go and walk away. In your misery, I found the strength to stop carrying the weight of your betrayals on my shoulders. I wanted to see you fall not to celebrate, but because the pain you caused needed to find its balance. Your fall is the quiet proof that no one is untouchable when truth decides to rise. I hoped your misery would open your eyes to the damage done, even if it came too late for forgiveness. Your fall wasn't the end. It was the painful beginning of a healing I didn't know I needed. To watch you crumble is to finally break free from the spell you cast over my heart. I wanted to see you fall miserably because sometimes justice is silent but unstoppable. In your downfall, I heard the echo of every promise. You broke without remorse or regret. Your fall is the lesson I never wanted to learn but had no choice but to face. And wished your misery would teach you empathy, even if it meant feeling the pain you gave away. Watching you fall is my quiet rebellion against the hurt you thought would last forever. Your fall shattered the illusion that you were untouchable, exposing the truth beneath the mask. I wanted to see you fail so that I could finally stop blaming myself for the cracks in our love. Your miserable fall is a mirror reflecting the chaos you brought into a life that deserved peace. In your stumble, I found the courage to build a life that no longer depended on your presence. I wished for your downfall, because sometimes the only way to heal is to see the wound exposed. Your fall wasn't my triumph, it was the universe's way of giving me the peace I fought for. To see you fall miserably is to realize how far I've come from the pain you tried to keep me in. I wanted you to stumble so the weight of your mistakes could finally crush the walls you built. Your fall is the silence that follows the loudest lies we told ourselves. Watching you crumble was my way of saying goodbye to the parts of me that once belonged to you. I wished for your misery not to gloat, but because some wounds demand the harshest truths. Your fall is the bitter medicine that helped me see the poison hiding in our love. To see you fail miserably is to accept that not all stories have happy endings, but that's okay. I wanted to see you fall so that I could finally close the door on a chapter filled with pain. Your downfall is the quiet justice written in the spaces where our silence once lived. In your misery, I found the freedom to stop hoping for something that was never meant to be. I wished your fall would break the spell of heartbreak and open the door to my own healing. Your fall isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming my heart from the ruins you left behind. Watching you stumble was my way of finally letting go of the ghost you became in my life. I wanted to see you fall miserably, because sometimes the hardest lessons come wrapped in sorrow. Your downfall is the silence where I found my own voice again. In seeing you fall, I finally understood the power of letting go without bitterness. I wished for your misery so that my heart could stop carrying the weight of your absence. Your fall is the quiet echo of all the lies we never said out loud. Watching you fail was the painful reminder that some people are only lessons, not forever. I wanted to see you fall miserably because your shadow no longer belongs in my light. Your fall is the bitter truth that freed me from the prison of hope I built around you. To see you stumble is to finally recognize that I deserve better than the pain you gave. I wished your fall would teach you that actions always catch up, no matter how fast you run. Sometimes, the wish to see someone fall comes not from hatred, but from the pain they caused, a silent plea for justice in a broken heart. I wanted to watch you crumble, not out of joy, but because you built your throne on lies and my trust was the foundation. There's a strange satisfaction in witnessing a downfall, not for cruelty, but for the reckoning that truth finally demands. To see you falter feels like the universe correcting its balance, a painful lesson taught by the weight of your own choices. Falling miserably isn't a curse I wish on you. It's the natural consequence of the bridges you burned without looking back. I wanted you to stumble not to revel, but so you'd finally see the consequences of your selfishness reflected in your own shattered mirror. Sometimes, watching someone fail is the only way to silence the chaos they brought into your life. A quiet justice that speaks volumes. In the echo of your fall, I hear the whispered truth that no one escapes the cost of betrayal untouched. I hoped your fall would teach you humility, not break your spirit, because even the hardest hearts deserve a chance to learn. Seeing you fall is a painful reminder that pride blinds us all until we hit the ground and are forced to see clearly. You chose to build walls around your soul, but I hoped those walls would eventually crumble and reveal your true self. Your downfall is not my triumph. It's the universe's way of rewriting a story you tried to control with deceit. I wanted to see you lose, not because I hated you, but because love betrayed demands its own reckoning. The deeper you fell, the more I realized I was freeing myself from the chains you didn't even know you forged. You wanted to break me, but in watching you fall, I found the strength to rise even higher than before. A fall isn't failure when it awakens the truth buried beneath the mask of arrogance and lies. Longed for your misery because it meant the end of your reign over my heart and the beginning of my healing. Watching you fail is not about revenge. It's about closure, about the silence that comes after the storm. I wished for you to stumble so that you might finally understand the pain you sowed in my soul. Sometimes the fall is the only way to break free from the toxic dance of love and betrayal. Your miserable fall echoes the broken promises and shattered dreams you left behind. You taught me what darkness looks like. Now I watch you step into your own shadow. There is a bittersweet justice in seeing someone lose the grip they had on your life and heart. Your fall is the silence where my peace finally begins to speak. I wanted to see you fall miserably because it meant the end of your power to hurt me. Your misery is not my victory. My victory is in learning to love myself beyond your betrayal. The higher you climbed on lies, the harder you fell when truth demanded its due. I wished you would fall so you'd feel the weight of the damage you left in your wake. To watch your fall is to watch karma write the last chapter of a story you tried to control. I didn't want your destruction. I wanted your awakening to the cost of your own actions. You falling miserably was the painful truth I needed to accept to finally move on. I prayed you'd fall, so the pain of your deceit could no longer poison my soul. Your miserable fall is a shadow that reminds me why I chose to walk away. You fell, and in your fall I found the courage to rebuild my life on my own terms. Sometimes watching someone fall is the only way to witness justice without words. Your fall is the bitter medicine the heart needs to heal from toxic love. I wanted to see you fall miserably, not to celebrate but to reclaim the life you tried to steal. Your downfall is not a victory parade, but the quiet sigh of a heart, finally free. To see you fall is to see the universe reclaim what you tried to control with cruelty. I wished you'd stumble, so you'd finally see the road you paved with lies leading nowhere. Your fall is the truth that silence could never reveal. Watching you fall taught me that some endings are necessary beginnings for a new life. You built your throne on my weakness. Now, You're forced to watch it collapse. I wanted to see you lose, but what I gained was the strength to never lose myself again. Your miserable fall is a painful lesson about the cost of pride and selfishness. Sometimes the fall isn't about you. It's about me finally standing up and walking away. Your downfall is the painful echo of promises you never intended to keep. I wished for your misery because it meant my healing was finally possible. To see you fall is to understand that no one escapes the weight of their actions. Your fall was the darkness I needed to finally find my own light.